theoretical or pure economics basis, we should all have free trade. So everybody does what it does best and cheapest and most efficiently, and let the other guy do what he does best and most efficiently. But that's not the way the world works. We would all be better off if we could buy in the United States sugar at world market prices, or honey, or peanuts, what have you. There are lots of other things. Everybody would be better off. But the farmer in Iowa may not be, or the farmer in Georgia may not be. And so trade policy is political policy. And I think that given how long we in the West, and in the third world, by the way, too, have maintained these protections, decades and decades, it's astonishing how nicely we have done actually on the big picture of liberating trade in the world. And trade, since the 1970s, what we call globalization, has grown an unbelievable exponential path. It has made all the world a lot richer. And it continues to grow. World trade basically continues to outpace GDP growth. And world trade is an engine of GDP growth. So as we debate sugar and peanuts and honey or milk or whatever it is, we should keep that big picture in mind and realize that both in history and theory, freer trade has been better for us than and the rest of the world.
Let me add to that a little bit and say that actually, by some measures, the U.S. clearly is the world's most open market. Why? Because we have the world's biggest trade deficit. And the U.S. has very, very consciously believed that opening our markets, for example, it is on almost every manufactured good, tariffs are far lower in the U.S. to Brazilian products than they are in Brazil to U.S. products, like an iPad or something of that kind. But also, the openness of the U.S. to the Chinese market has created the economic boom in China that means that China is buying so many raw materials from Brazil. So the huge increase in Brazilian exports and the immense prosperity that Brazil has based on its China trade is not simply a relationship of the Brazil-China relationship, it's also part of the U.S. commitment to free trade on a global basis. And we believe that this free trade, while sometimes it causes problems for different interest groups in the U.S. and our industrial workers have lost jobs and our manufacturers are in trouble, that's a problem and we have to deal with it. But globally, we think by linking the U.S. and China economically together, we reduce the chance that the U.S. and China would ever have some kind of a political confrontation. But also by opening up opportunities for Brazil and other countries like Brazil, we feel we are helping to promote democracy, better education, better public health in Brazil, and helping Brazil emerge as a global leader in order to promote the shared values of U.S. and Brazilian people about democracy and human rights. So in this way, in the U.S., we see an open trade policy as part of a broader attempt to build a more peaceful, more prosperous, more just, and more humane world. And so when I come to Brazil, and I've been visiting Brazil now for maybe more than 20 years, and I come and I see the immense progress economically, culturally, socially, in terms of human rights, the prosperity of average people, the change. When I first came to Brazil, there were 3 different monies in circulation, and things were just crazy. This progress, for me, is a sign that America's foreign policy of openness, open doors, open trade, fair opportunity for people around the world is working. I hope we can do more of it. I hope we can do it better. But I think Brazil should be a sign to Americans, Brazil's success, that we've been on the right track too. And I look forward to more cooperation going forward.